Hi guys, welcome to Coding Ninja's YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to discuss that in upcoming summer vacations, how you're going to utilize it and prepare for your upcoming placement season. Like there are various DSA and topics, and you need to cover all of them. And there are also time you that need to give to the projects. You need to give time to the OS, DBMS, OOPS concepts also. So in upcoming 8 or 9 weeks, that is totally free according to you. Like after that there will be a huge pressure of placements and everything. So in that period of time, how you gonna plan it, how you're gonna structure it, and then moving ahead, how you're going to actually like to prepare for that, because this is a very crucial time that you should be giving. So this is all that we're going to discuss step by step. So if anyone can give me a confirmation that a video recording and audio is correctly coming, so we can start with the screen recording and every part, and let's wait for the couple of minutes also, so that everybody can come, and we will start with the structured plan in which we will discuss like which languages initially you should be taking in. And it is a quite like plan which is we have to make in 8 to 9 weeks. So there are a lot of things, and you need to devote a lot of time in like I would say in a particular day. It will be a pretty much hectic for for first 15 to 20 days. But the thing that you need to always see is the consistency is always the key. Like for 10 or 15 days, if you're getting demotivated, like okay, I'm getting so much stressed and everything, take a rest for a day, but then again start, because you need to run it like a marathon, and it will definitely take time to get a good grasp and prepare well for the upcoming placement season. Everybody wants to get placed as soon as possible in a very good company, and to do so, everybody needs to be prepared very best of his or her. Okay. So hi Tanjul, hi Konak, hi Piyush. So everybody can tell me like when are your summer breaks starting? Or in some of the colleges, I guess they have already been started. So in my college, it was going to start from, or not, it was going to, it is going to start from 25 or 26 May generally for the third years. So but some of my friends college have a total summer vacation in the month May. So let's tell like can anybody tell like what are their earlier structured plans, and what are the things they have kept in the mind for the upcoming summer vacations that they would be devoting to do DSA, or they are trying to go ahead and do the competitive programming or even the development. And for upcoming placement season, what they actually want, like do you think that data structures and algorithm is most important, or development is more important, or doing competitive programming in next 3 4 months is more important? So what are your opinions and idea? And let's have a discussion for next couple of minutes, and then we will jump to the structured plan that we Coding Ninja has made, so that you can overall have a structured plan, and then you can go through it and modify it according to you also. But it will really help you to actually achieve your goal of covering the plan in like next 8 to 9 weeks. You will be able to actually get 70 to 80% clearance in the interviews and all online assessments. Okay. So summer vacations. So I'm not sure. You can just call me Yash. So our summer vacations are coming. So how we can utilize for DSA? Yeah. So you can definitely see the structure plan, and for the language, I would be preferring. First of all, if you have started with a particular language like C++, Java, JavaScript, Python, there is no issue with them in data structures and algorithm. Yeah, I would say Java and C++ are something that 90% of companies will be given. Even 100% of companies will be given, but 90% of companies will like in that ratio, 10% company won't be give you Python or JavaScript. So it is better that you can shift to Java or C++. And there are ample of resources for like both of these coding resources. So you can actually take help from various online guides, and Coding Ninja's own code studio platform really gives you opportunity to solve the code in JavaScript, Python, Java, and C++. Okay. So Kunak is saying, in my college, we have exam in whole month of June, no holidays, and after some days we begin with seventh semester. Okay, that's like the exam is pretty much a disturbing thing, but I think you can skip the 10 days for the exam if the exam are for 10 days. So you can give those 10 days, and in those 10 days, even just at least give 1 hour to DSA. Be consistent and then restart. So you can just skip those 10 days for exam and then restart it, because you need to actually give at least 9 or 8 weeks properly to data structures and algorithm. Okay. Next is by Jyoti. Like I'm covered with DSA theory and I'm going to focus on interview questions in my summer vacation. That's a really good plan actually, and it is good for revision. And you also get the taste like how the interviews, what companies ask which questions and topics are their favorite and everything. So that's a pretty good plan, Jyoti. Okay, next, Palak is saying, can someone apply for internship of 2 months in the fourth year for FANG companies? See, it depends on the opportunities that FANG companies might be able to give. So, if some of the companies are able to give, not in India, even in international, also there are some plans they give a 2 months opportunity for fourth year also. So, I'm not sure about which companies give in the FANG or any other company, but I think there will be an opportunity on that. Okay, and Tanjul, so you have completed front end and development now. So this is summer break and back end development or switch to DSA part. So if you are in first year, as you're saying, so you can start with DSA also and with back end also, like simultaneously. What I could prefer to you is make a full stack application, like thought of a project which is based on full stack application, learn backend for it and make it as your primary project also. But meanwhile, like spending 2 to 3 days on this project, you should also start working on your data structures and algorithm from scratch, or even if you know something. Okay, so in that manner, it would be like plus plus, like your hobbies and learning development and skills in that particular sector will also grow, but your data structures and algorithm will also keep starting growing, and you can furthermore start, like as Jyotish said, after covering your data structures and algorithms, you can start with interview preparation. You can go together or and apply to various opportunities available in the market right now. So that can really help you. Okay, so let's start with the screen share, and I'll come to the mode outs in after 10 minutes after the screen sharing. Okay, so in this plan, first of all, we the prerequisite, like if you are going to spend 8 to 9 weeks for your data structures and algorithm in upcoming summer vacations, so the thing that you should be having with prerequisite that you should be having is at least you know one of the language, C++, Java, Python, or add the language, I would say JavaScript also in this. Okay, so after doing the choosing any of one of these for your data structures and algorithms, still I am going to recommend choose C++ or Java, because it is like 100% sure that you will be able to code in C++ and Java if companies come to you and they are having options of various coding language for online assessment. So some companies might not give you option for Python and JavaScript, but definitely they are going to give you option for C++ and Java for sure. And the next one is basics, that you know the syntax, at least you know the logical statements, ternary statements, loops, data types, and everything. You know basics of array, how array works, how you can allocate memory to array, and like you know basic data structures. And hence you will furthermore go ahead and start with a schedule. Okay, so this like whole schedule that I have created is for 2 months, so 8 weeks, and I totally believe that it is a pretty rigorous and hectic schedule for you. But in meanwhile also I totally believe also that you're going to have some of the knowledge on the basics of the coding syntax, loops, logical statements, and everything. Okay, next, if you're going to see the schedule, so this schedule could vary. If you are in like, if you are able to give more time, you can actually practice more. You can give more contests in between, and also considering like many of the private colleges or some of the colleges are starting to have vacation in midway or last week of May. So you can just vary the window of the vacation from last week of May to last week of June and everything. All right. So in the first week, what you are going to do is practice and revise basics and prerequisite, and also you can include like recursion and backtracking concepts of printing and like you have seen simple questions of recursion and backtracking, not advanced level, just simple level. So printing a patterns, and then you move ahead and you can try like prerequisites have loops, logical statement, arrays. Then after doing them, then you need to do recursion and backtracking. Okay, so first of all practice in 3 4 days or 2 3 days, and then go to the recursion and backtracking part. In that part you need to actually solve simple question like how to calculate power of a number, how to calculate Fibonacci numbers, how to take summation, and various questions on it. In backtracking you just need to actually understand it. So now first of all I'm telling you this is a schedule and everything, and you are having a proper structure also, but how to actually study is also the thing that it should matter to you. If you are going to start with the schedule and properly devote 2 months of your time to prepare the DSA sheet, I would like to tell you that you should always consider having pen and paper with you. Always make notes for whichever topic you are studying, whatever logic you are implementing in that, and whichever question you have solved, you can just use that code as a reference afterward also, and do revise them on regular basis. So suppose after first week you get time, so spend half of your day in revising what you have learned in the last week, whatever things you have like uh, taken as a consideration. Like these things are pretty difficult that you were not able to solve in the first go, or it took time or hint that you have taken to solve this particular question or logic or understanding a concept. So you need to actually revise all of these things in a weekly manner or fortnightly manner. Okay, so let's get to the more doubts if people have. Okay, so Pranav is having doubt, like, can we have DSA in HTML? So considering there could be various methods, but you can still try to jump on the JavaScript part and start in that manner, because in HTML there could be possibility, but how you are going to like practice that or complete the online assessment in the various companies. Okay. So what is the approach behind optimization? So optimization can be of various things. First of all, we have data structures. So we could use some data structure which are space optimized. And then we have queries or algorithms. So in that part, we need to optimize the time level. So it is the total basics of each data structure and algorithm that we need to learn. And how you are saying that approach behind a particular thing is the ideation or what identification, sorry, the identification of a problem. So first, you see a problem and identify which data structure is best to apply and which algorithm is best to apply on that data structure to calculate the particular output. So this is the basic thing. You need to actually see what are the available data structures you have, what are the time and space complexities you have for a particular data structure and algorithm. Okay, and then you need to choose the best one, and or you can like go ahead in that manner. Okay. So Kavya is in the second semester and should it better start DSA? Yeah, DSA is something that you should start as early as possible, because it's about the understanding of a thing. DSA is so vast and there are so many questions, and if you are keep regular practicing. So let me tell you that Google is definitely having an opportunity for second year women students. So what happen is the people who are having an edge in data structures and algorithm in their skill set, they're already going to be working in the Google in their second year. Then third year they get the opportunity for internship in Google, and their fourth year they get a pre-placement offer also from the Google. So as early you start, there are various opportunities available in the market, and if you are starting early, you are ahead of your competition, and you are able to grab a better opportunity afterwards also. Okay, there is one doubt by Google user. Okay, my summer break will start from tomorrow, and I'm in third year. Okay, and in these 3 months, if I devote 8 to 10 hours, will I able to crack? Oh, definitely. See, first of all, if you are able to devote 3 months of like 3 months or 12 weeks, definitely. And if you are able to devote totally and 8 to 10 hours daily, that is a huge amount of time. See, data structures and algorithm. First of all, you try to understand them. Then everything is just on practice. If you are able to practice well questions for each topic, you are able to practice 30 to 40 questions, and then moving ahead, you are able to grab the concepts of core fundamentals like OOPS, OS, DBMS, and some bit part of CNN low level system design. So these are like optional last two things, but OOPS, OS, and DBMS are very important. So if you are able, I'm totally sure that in 3 months you are able to learn at least these part, and you are able to crack 80% of the companies coming. Yeah, many things based on luck also, but you are prepared for the interviews in 3 months easily. Okay. So Tejaswini is saying someone responded the course starting now. Which course do you want to ask? Like you can ask. Okay. Next out is so my English is not perfect. Please help me in telling a solution. See, English, it depends on if you are talking about the communication thing. So this can be easily overcome by having like some topic. Okay, so this is totally out of the way for the content today, but yeah, I can tell you that how you could actually try preparing, like what I also did in my earlier days, and still I'm doing it. So what happen is sometimes you sit in front of mirror and then you try to explain the topic to yourself, or you try to explain a topic to a friend or some things. So after sitting in front of mirror or recording your own video and then analyzing it will definitely help you. Okay, so this could be the way that you can choose any particular topic and try to explain it to yourself, and then analyze whichever part you like to actually improve, and it will improve gradually. Okay, how do we know which data structure is suitable for a given problem? See, it is depending on the identification. There are so many problems, and if you totally see, every problem is related to their parent problem. Let us take an example of dynamic programming. There are approximately 9 to 10 parent problems. I will tell you in the structured manner in the upcoming roadmap in this video only. So what happen is, for a particular problem, you know, okay, I need to take this kind of data structure, I need to apply this kind of things, and some changes in the logic. So after knowing the identification, okay, problem is asking me maxima or minima in a most optimized manner. So you are able to understand, okay, we need to use this kind of data structure, and we need to use this kind of algorithm on the top of that data structure. And that is how we are going to see. Okay. Next is by Aryan. Would it be enough me for if I start DSA and creative coding now, and I'm in second year, but from Tier 3 college. See, nowadays college start, I feel like doesn't matter actually, because there is so much opportunities available in off campus, and you are, if you are able to crack any company, product based company even, you need to be actually just skilled. And if you are starting with DSA and competitive programming in next 5 months for competitive programming, I'm saying for next 5 months, if you totally devoted to it, like there are ample of opportunities. You get referrals from many people just on the basis of your competitive coding ranks and everything. Okay, so definitely start doing in second year. As soon as you start, you will be ahead of your competition actually, so that helps. Okay, this is the last out, and we will then start moving ahead on the roadmap. Okay, so can you tell me a good strategy to grab a 6 month internship opportunity from tab 1 companies? Which data structure topic should I be comfortable in for an intern interview? Okay, first of all, like these companies are mostly focused on how you are able to understand a problem, and in a short span of time, are you able to give an optimized solution to this, and are you able to code them? That I've seen in Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta. So what happen is, they are like Amazon, for example of Amazon, they are actually so much devoted to just see how you are able to actually code a data structures and algorithm problem in just 25 minutes. So they actually want you to pressurize and want to extract how fast you can go. So for that, you need to be very much fluent in data structures and algorithm. And moving ahead, you also need to be sure that in upcoming like interviews or anything, there are topics like heaps, there are topics like sorting, searching, binary searching and all. Okay, there are topics on graph, topological sorting, that was asked in my interview, and also dynamic programming. So you need to have a brief understanding of all of these, and then moving ahead, you are able to actually like solve interview questions, like, and totally it would be helpful to you. So I cannot actually tell you that these topics is always asked in the interview or something or something. Okay, so I could just tell you that just go to these topics, and then moving ahead, you can like learn data structures and algorithm practice, and eventually you will be able to, for a particular company, suppose you have Microsoft interview tomorrow, just see 20 to 30 recent interview experience, and then you will be able to judge better that which topic is mostly asked in the Microsoft. Okay, let's get to the roadmap again. Now get to the week 2. So in first week, we have just done the basic loops, logical statements, arrays, some recursion on basis of arrays, or printing statements, or finding some Fibonacci numbers, or other power of number and something something. Okay, and basics of backtracking. Next, if we go ahead, we can start the week 2 with two things. First of all is sorting algorithm. You know the arrays. This is the structure of array. These are the numbers in it and everything. So in a particular array, how we can sort the array. So you can start with sorting algorithms, and in the sorting algorithm, if you're starting with the basics, and do make sure that you have revised the earlier week concept, and then start and make the notes of this particular concepts and code and everything. So you can start with like bubble sort. In bubble sort, you can totally see what is the logical algorithm we are finding out, how we are going to solve it for particular, how we are making for loops, how a particular iteration is happening, when you are stopping for iteration. And there are some of the shortcuts also in bubble sort. What is the time complexity, what is the space complexity, how many times swapping is happening, and overall these things. Okay, so then you go on the selection sort, then you see insertion sort, what are the time complexity, space complexity, everything you see. And then moving ahead, you will get a brief idea, okay, this is how sorting is done. And then you can actually start to go on the advanced level of sorting, like merge sort, quick sort. And after seeing the advanced level of sorting, I would highly recommend you to see the how, like for example, C++, how actually sort SQL is implemented in C++. So that would actually help you to understand, okay, this is are the sorting algorithms, how they are actually used, and some application of them. So that is the way how you're going to study and get a brief understanding, and it will be also helpful in remembering these sorting algorithms and their codes and their logic afterward also, if you are able to having an application of a particular sorting algorithm related. Okay, then the point is of binary search. Binary search is one of the amazing topics, and I have seen that many companies ask direct question on binary search. There are like three, four kind of questions that are generally asked. So there is a rotated sorted array. You need to find a particular element in that, and these questions are asked in various companies. And in that, you need to apply binary search. So there is a bit of change in the logic of binary search, but it is implemented the same. Whenever you see sorted, whenever you see a sorted array and they want to find an element or do some like finding thing or searching thing, just apply binary search. Just think how could you apply binary search, because definitely that is one of the method. Okay, also I have attached some of the important questions that you can see on the screen share. So what happen is in binary search, these are the most important type of questions. So you will be able to solve question like, okay, I want to find the nearest neighbor in the binary search. I want to sort like arrays and everything in the sorting algorithm. But in binary search, sometimes there are companies which ask such a high level questions like Nutanix, or I saw this question as a level see in the lead code contest recently also. So these are the example of the question like book allocation. Just if you just going to search on the Google about it, I hope you are able to on the Code Studio platform. Even if you are going to search, no? So you will be see that there is a book allocation problem. So this kind of problem are something that are not able to hit in a person mind, like okay, binary search is applicable here. And if you are able to solve these kind of problems now, book allocation, aggressive cost, these are same concepts. It will take time to solve two three problems, but after that you will be able to quickly grasp and how you are able to implement. So this is how questions are actually there in the like data structures and algorithm. There is one parent problem, start solving with book allocation or aggressive cost, and then you are able to solve these questions also. So in the end you are able to actually apply the same concepts that are on the parent question, and there are sub questions also. So if you go directly and see max distance to gas station, so this question is like person would be like, okay, this is a new question, how we are going to implement DSA and all. But for like the question, like one of the comments earlier, how you are going to approach for a optimization. If you identify this question as this is a binary search question itself, you are having an optimized approach already. Like you understand, okay, this the question is asking, this is very similar to book allocation problem, and moving ahead, you are able to apply same concept with a little bit modification in the max distance to gas station. This will actually help you. So this is how you are able to apply or approach a optimization. Okay, so these are one of the great questions, I would say, in binary search. These are the advanced level question, and some of the good companies which are very advanced in their data structures and algorithm, they ask. So they definitely throw some question like this, and generally people don't get a hit or intuition that it is a binary search problem. So if you are able to solve these questions now and regularly keep revising, keep making notes, and week after week so you are revising, okay, this kind of identification for a particular question. So whenever you see a new question of a similar basis, you can quickly identify and totally you can apply binary search concepts in it. Okay, let's get to the more doubts if we have. Okay, so Kunal, doubt is median of two sorted array is also popular problem. Yes, yes. So these are the some of the popular problems. Median of two sorted arrays. There are problem of bitonic search. So these are the concept. There is a problem of infinite binary search. So you can actually add those questions, okay, and definitely solve them. So these are the one of the important questions that you must have to solve if you're covering the topics like binary search and sorting and everything. Okay. So, Conan, you are having a doubt just by doing, will I get reference or do I need to approach yourself without CP? See, the referral thing is what your skills represent on the resume. If there is a person it has 10 resume, or he or she has 10 resume, and he or she needs to find out, pick out a resume and then give a referral, so definitely you need to shine your skills on that page of resume. But if there is an opportunity given to you and you got a referral, then these things will help. Data structures and algorithm is something that I would like to tell you is helpful in online assessment round interviews. But I guess for getting a referral, you should be having good skills, good competitive programming rank, I would guess, like, or good projects, good internship experience, some combination of these things, and those things will actually help you get a good referral. Okay, so next out is by Dheeraj. So you are a third year student, but you're not good in DSA and you're doing web development. Do I need to speed up? Okay, considering upcoming placement scenario, let me just broadcast it out. Yeah. So considering upcoming placement scenario, you have a couple of months left, more than couple of months. But yeah, in first week of August, in my college, what happened in first week of August itself, companies used to start. And what the thing that I have experienced in August, September, October, whenever the placement season is going on, you are not able to give so much time because every day you are having some kind of test, you are preparing for some kind of interviews upcoming, and everything goes in a pretty fast manner. So for these couple of months, you need to actually focus and give so much time to your data structures and algorithm, and that will actually help in placement scenario because everybody wants to get selected as soon as possible in the placement season, right? So if you are going and having such kind of dream, like after August, you are free, you are having a good placement in hand, and you can just explore the fields like web development, you can do freelancing, you can do some other things. And that is the one of the best method that I would recommend. So prepare for DSA, get a placement as soon as possible. I know there is a factor of luck also included in this, but when you get a good placement in starting, then you are having a free time to consider your hobbies, your skills, and like improving your skills and implementing them also afterwards. So this is a good thing. Okay, yeah, book allocation is really a big problem. Like I have solved it for first time and I was just fan of it, Kunal. So I just made a list of the other problems myself after finding on the various platforms and Coursera platform also. So I hope these questions will actually not only helpful in learning, these questions are fun to solve, that I would like to tell you. Okay, so Sandeep is having a doubt that you are in third year, okay, and you have exam from 15 May to 10 June. So should I pause my DSA preparation or keep continue? See, you can just reduce the time given to your DSA, but you should be given at least 30 minutes or at least 1 hour each day. So that would actually help you to maintain the consistency. I would recommend don't start with a new topic. Just revise the old topic, practice the question, couple of questions, and prepare for your exams also. So that manner, you are actually in touch with DSA. Whenever you start on or after the 10th June, on that day you are not feeling afraid like, oh, I have not having the touch with the previous topics that I've learned and everything. So just keep revising and solving the practicing the question. Okay. Next is by Pratham, how to make resume strong without any internship. So if you're not having internship, you can make your resume strong by showcasing your projects. You can host them online. Then afterwards, you can also tell them about the courses you may have taken, like certificate. But even before that, if you are having some kind of ranks or competitive programming ranks or stars that what you can say like available on your resume. So resume is something, if you are not having internships, you need to have 2 3 projects, pretty good projects, and you have to actually bold the tech stack that you have used, the impact of a particular project, and definitely 2 out of those 3 projects should be hosted online so that someone can come and see. So in that manner, what happen is in today's world right now, people are so much competitive in third year, and I could see many people have completed multiple internships and doing projects. So you need to also have good projects to actually beat out the crowd and having a good shiny resume. Okay. And the doubt of Abhi is how much time is required to learn all DSA as topic. See, to be honest, learning a DSA topic is moreover like practicing learning a problem or concept and practicing about 30 to 40 problems on a particular concept. Okay, in that manner, what happened that whenever you start doing this, you can actually able to take time for like couple of months or more than that. So To be honest, 3 months are more than enough. But as you can see, summer vacations are of generally 2 months and 2.5 months. So it is becoming pretty hectic or tight schedule. But yeah, comfortably 3 months are more than enough to learn all DSA as a topic, regularly having consistency, regularly revising each concepts and problems, and keeping a track. And actually, what happens after 3 months, you are in a better stage. So initially, if you're not able to judge or approach optimization or think like which data structures and algorithm could be implemented in a particular problem, but afterwards, what happen is that you are in a good state. Okay, you are able to quickly justify like, okay, I have solved this kind of problem earlier, and I can implement similar things here with small changes. So that happens. In first month, it would take time to actually get to the known things, but in second, third months, you will gradually improve. Okay, let's take the last out and move to the screen share again. Okay, how to solve problems faster when you have just started. I'm in sixth semester, okay, and I can solve 1 to 2 problems per day. See, take your time. First of all, just solve 1 or 2 problems, 2 or 3 problems, and gradually improve after week. Okay, what happens is if you are able to solve 1 and 2 problems, you are on right track. If you are making notes of them, if you are able to write the logic, if you are able to just see the hints, and if you're not able to come to approach in 30 minutes and just see a small part of hint, then retry, then again see small of part of hint if you're not able to do the code, and then retry again. And in the end, if you want, just see the solution. First of all, think about it, what the person or editor has actually approached to the problem, and then take the learnings from it and apply the solution as your own. In that particular manner, what would happen that you are in a pretty good scenario. So like, you know how to approach this problem, you have solved it yourself, right? And take the notes and revise it regularly. So these are the things that would help you in next 2 to 3 weeks. You would be able to solve 4 to 5 questions a day. Okay, assuming you are solving 2 questions per day. So after 10 days, you are able to solve 20 questions, and you have also seen some of the other concepts for a particular question. Gradually, you will improve. Okay, so it will take time, but you are on right track. Okay, let's get to the screenshot part and move ahead. So let's get to the week 3. In third week, after doing your searching, sorting, everything, get to the data structures like good part, linked list. In linked list, there are various questions, reversing a linked list, finding intersection of linked list. Linked list is an easier topic, to be honest, because there are only a few of the things. Find a middle element of linked list, and that approach would actually implemented in pretty many questions. Like so many questions are on that particular approach only. What we say, like here and turtle problem, or Floyd cycle detection problem, we say that. So we have two iterators and we run them in the linked list and find the middle one. And sorting a linked list, practice both recursive and iterative methods on the question. Okay. Then after doing the linked list part, after seeing the concepts, doing some of the questions on the particular concept, you can move ahead and see the questions of stacks and queues. And particularly for stacks, I've written some of the problems like nearest, greatest, smallest, left and right. So if you have given a question, these are the array of elements, you need to find nearest, greatest, left part. So you need to actually find that, see the question and actually implement that logic using the stacks. And after that, you can implement similar logic in stock span problem. You can increase the complexity and make the similar problem in maximum area rectangle of 2D array. Okay, so these are some of the best implementation of stacks. There is amazing problem that I forgot to write. It is about celebrity problem using stacks. So these are the problems that could be used by stack and queues, and that are very much helpful to you. So using linked lists, using stacks and queues, all the things together would actually help you to cover up these things. So let's get to the question in a tree problem. So there are so many questions around trees and around linked lists, around stack and queues, and so many things. So in that particular manner, this is how you're going to solve it. Okay. So I hope you are able to cover up with the first month, and you are having basic understanding, basic intuition. You are having full confidence, learning on a better way, and curiosity of covering up with the advanced topic also. So So linked list, tag queues, trees, everything go in hand in hand. Okay. Let's get to the stream and see some of the questions if there are. Okay, so there is question by Abhishek. So Abhishek, what should I pick, DSA or data science, if I'm switching from now CSC to CSC for my master program? I want to get placed ASAP. Okay, see, for placement perspective, in companies, if you are in like Bachelor of Technology degree, so for companies they are totally into data structures and algorithm. If you are talking about FANG companies, and if you are talking about startups, they are also into data structures and algorithm, but they are also into your skills. So it could be your blockchain, it could be our data science, web development, anything, Android development. Okay, if you are having this as a backup, I would recommend to start with DSA, get a placement, then start with your data science part and explore those stuff, write papers, research paper, get recommendations, and then apply for your master. And I hope if you're considering masters in India or international, so it depends on that particular scenario. So there are various opportunities available. So I don't know if your placement is your, what is your doubt, like your placement for a masters or placement for companies, and is it a backup for companies and then you are applying for masters? Okay. Two seconds. Okay, so you are in fourth year and you have already taken Coding Ninja's DSA. So please provide me a roadmap for final placement. Okay. So you are in fourth year and there are ample of opportunities right now coming. So I recently saw there are opportunities by Uber, there is opportunity by Google, and there is opportunity by Apple also. So you need to actually explore and go to the career page, and first of all, the final year roadmap is just aggressively apply to the opportunities. So that what the thing is here is that if you're applying to various opportunities are available in the market, you apply to 100 opportunities, you get call back from 10 opportunities, you are able to clear online assessment of 5 opportunities and get interview in 5, and you are able to grab opportunity or placement of in couple of them. So this is a ratio that I have seen. So if there is 100 opportunities and you have applied in various of them, you can start with a FANG companies, you can start with amazing startups in India, in overseas also, and that would actually help you. So aggressively applying in fourth year would only take you to more opportunities in your hand. So that is a thing. Okay, so if you are in last year, first of all, practice more questions, revise, see interview question what is currently asked in market. Like recently in last 4 5 months, I've seen heaps are pretty much famous. What is Heapify, how the time complexity is in, and everything. Okay, so these are the things that I would like to tell you. Okay, let's get to the part here. And if there are three questions, a couple of questions would be on the first 4 weeks topic. Next is the priority queues, Heapify, time complexity, how Heapify is done, insertion is done, deletion is done. Before Heapify, how you are going to make a new heap sort using Heapify. So there are so many concepts related to priority queues and Heapifys, and you are able to actually grab the idea like how you are going to actually solve these topics, what are the time complexity, and if you are amazed to know if you're going to make a heap using n number of elements, it would take of n time only using heapify method that is mathematically proven actually. So it's just curiosity how you are able to actually make a proper heap using like o of n in o of n time. Next, there is amazing concept of sliding window. So in sliding window, there are two parts, static and dynamic, and these type of questions are pretty much asked in competitions and contests and even in that question. So people are sometimes able to see a new question and they are not able to grasp like, okay, this is sliding window type question. Sliding window will take couple of days to actually understand. So what happen is you are given n elements, and identification of these kind of problems are you need to find some optimization in a sub array or some part which is continuous. So you need to keep a track of a window and then find out the optimized part. So these are the questions that you need to actually see. So static and dynamic, like dynamic in which windows will increase or decrease. Static is like you are given a particular size window like 3 or k size window, and you need to find maximum element from the k size windows. Okay, so let's get to the dynamic programming. if you are in week 6, you can actually increase it to like week 6 plus some part of week 7 also, because it will become very hectic to actually cover dynamic programming. It is pretty big topic. So first of all, make not only your recursion, I would say backtracking here. So you remember in the first week, you actually solved good questions on recursion and backtracking. You are able to actually get the idea, okay, these are the recursive mentioning a stack actually in the program, in which recursive calls are made. So you need to actually go advanced level and start some of the advanced questions on recursion, backtracking, like solving Sudoku and making a crossword puzzle. Those are the famous questions available on Code Studio platform. Then going ahead, you can also see nQueen's problem is also in the recursion and backtracking part. After solving this, it will actually open up your mind. So whenever you see a question, you can actually like so many times you are able to apply backtracking. I know backtracking is not timely optimized, or time complexity of the backtracking is pretty high, but you are actually able to think in that manner and apply a backtracking solution. It is a very good part. Okay. Then starting in dynamic programming, these are the parent question that somebody asked me what are in the dynamic programming part. So if you are able to solve this parent question and some of the advanced questions available on Code Studio platform, then going ahead, you can also see NQueen's problem is also in the dynamic programming part. Okay. So these are like Fibonacci type, see the trends and then move ahead. So what would happen is, whenever you are trying to solve a particular Fibonacci type question, there is a question on a person is going up in a stairs. The person can take 2 steps or 1 step at a time. So in how many minimum number of steps he can reach to the 10th level or 100th level. So these are similar question to the this Fibonacci type. Moving ahead, we have questions on 01 knapsack. We have questions on unbounded knapsack. So 01 knapsack, we have questions like, okay, these are the some of the numbers given, and you need to find out is the sum of these numbers or some like if we choose some of the elements from a particular array, is the sum able to reach to k or not? We are able to get k sum or not? So these are the similar question to 01 knapsack only. So if you are able to solve this parent question and some of the questions which are very similar to this parent question, you are able to actually get a good grasp on dynamic programming. Like dynamic programming is just optimization on recursion. So if you are able to optimize Fibonacci type questions, if you are able to optimize 01 knapsack, if you are able to optimize unbounded knapsack, longest common subsequence, and longest increasing subsequence, these are very famous questions. LCS and LIS, they have so many similar problems. Like palindrome, you need to find palindrome, you need to find super sequence and everything. And in those questions, LCS and LIS is definitely taking a part, and then you need to find out a twist in the logic and then apply it. Okay. Cadence algorithm, matrix change multiplication, this kind of question is very famous. Okay. So these questions are asked in pretty like advanced level of companies only, but these are very interesting and these are very fun to solve. Then we have some of the miscellaneous type like DP on grid, DP on trees. In grid, you can see a question like there is a grid made and you need to find there is a gold mines available in between, and you need to find the path in which you can find the maximum gold to reach that particular part. So it is a dynamic programming on grid, trees, bit masking, everything. Okay. So, important point that you should be having in your mind in dynamic programming is make your fundamentals strong to identify the question. Okay. If you are able to solve this parent question and some similar questions, you are able to actually having a brief idea like how you are going to identify a particular question. So your fundamentals after seeing a question, see there are 3 parts of a problem. Of whatever of solving a question. So first part is seeing the problem statement, understanding what problem is actually asking you. Then we have to actually think about the logic. That is very crucial, and then we need to implement that particular logic. So in that particular manner, what would happen if you are able to quickly recognize identification from the problem statement itself? You are able to give more time to logical part, and if you are quickly able to write the code that you need to implement, then the main focus is on the logic building part. Okay, what is the twist in this? How I can twist the old logic of LCS and apply in this similar problem. And in this manner, this is how you're going to code faster and code very optimally. Okay. Prefer memorization than tabulation. This is my personal opinion. See, out of 90 cases on 100, okay, so out of like 100, there are 100 problems. in like 5 or 10 problems, your memorization would take more space, but tabulation would work. So definitely study all of those. But I would prefer, if there is some coding question given to you in some placement or in some contest, just try to think first recursively, that how you could be solving this particular question in recursively, and then see the parameters which are quickly changing after each iterations. That is the, like, we need to optimize the space on that, then apply memorization only. So what would happen, there will be slight increase in space complexity, but it would be definitely working fine in the terms of time complexity, and that is how it is easier to implement dynamic programming using memorization. Because in tabulation everybody starts with making a table and they are confused whole a lot, like which parameters are like linking with other parameters, or how I'm going to take the earlier result and then find an optimal solution moving ahead. So that is the problem that people used to have. So it's better to just make a recursive solution or backtracking solution and then optimize after seeing the parameters that are on the top available in it. Okay, so this is how the things will be working. Let's get to the doubts if some people have doubt. So Conan is having a doubt: is LinkedIn the best way to get referral for working person? See, yeah, LinkedIn is a pretty good way. So even after the LinkedIn part, what could happen is you can get some of the email IDs for working professions or HR. So what happen is HR is able to recruit. HR people are in the mindset of, they have budget, they need people. So if you are going to get a referral, it would be best to take on the LinkedIn to text HR on the LinkedIn, and also to text on the mail. Cold emails are also working. So both ways are good. Okay. Next out is Bakash. So you are in first year and provide, okay, see, if you're in first year, just take a like 2-3 hours in your day to the data structure. Choose a particular language, understand its basic, its syntax, then move to the logical part, loops, if else statements, ternary statements, and then move ahead and see the data structure like character array or strings or normal array, how these things are working, how we are allocating memories and those things. And slightly and gradually you can just move ahead and see like how these are actually implemented. Okay, so in the next manner, this is the next out by Akash only. I have completed C and C++ and also know HTML and CSS. So if you know these things, you can just start with data structures and algorithm on arrays. You have backtracking because and everything that I've mentioned in this roadmap. You can take more time. You can explore more stuff, get more hold on the basics, and instead of 2 months, because people are having placement in the month of August itself. So I'm just like cramping those concepts and making a structured manner. So they need to actually work hard more on the days, but you can actually follow this same. Next is by Siddhant. Okay, so you are in third year and please provide the roadmap for placement. So this is the roadmap for placement itself. So you are able to actually understand data structures and algorithm part. And moving ahead, I would also like in the important point section, I will tell you like how to actually prepare for the things. And in that particular section, we will also see how to apply for the opportunities, how to prepare for core concepts and everything also. Okay, this is the particular roadmap that you can follow. Hi Palash. So you want to ask that you can learn DSA and C. See, you can definitely learn DSA and C, but the problem is OOPS concepts are not applicable in C. So people prefer to use C++ and Java, which are object-oriented languages. So that would really help you. Okay. So Atharva, you are comfortable in Python and Java, but you don't have any knowledge about data structures and algorithm. Can you recommend which language to go for and a proper roadmap for like 2 months? Okay, see, Atharv, like the link of the roadmap is given in the description or maybe in the comments in somewhere. So I'll also tag if you're not able to find it right now. And you can choose any language, Python or Java, as per your need or requirement. And about the DSA, you can actually follow these things. You know basics and syntax, you know arrays and loops and logical statement. If else, you can just directly start with these problems and take 2 months or 3 months as your requirement and go ahead and use this roadmap that I've shared on the screen. Okay, so I'll share the link again here. Just give me a second. So I hope this link would be helpful to you. You can use this link. Okay. Next is by Onka. So you have practiced was C++, Python, but problem is I forgot some steps in the language which I learned earlier. See, these things happen if you are not revising the concepts regularly and you are not having the touch that you should be having with the concept. So the main thing in data structures and algorithm is it is a very big time period. Okay, so you as a human nature, we are not able to keep track of everything we have learned in the past. The best thing that we should be able to do is to make sure that we have a good track, good concept, and grab the concept is to make notes and in weekly or fortnightly manner we are properly revising those notes with each step. Okay, so like particularly for me, what happened was what I used to have Monday. It was my free day, and not free day. I used to make it a free day. I don't study new concept, and I just read my old notes anything and which is like in last week if there is some topics which I am not able to actually get a good grasp or which topics I'm able to find it like difficulty level is very high, so I used to revise those topic on Monday only and revise whole concepts on Monday. So in this particular manner I was able to do so. Okay. Next is by Devya. So you are first year BCom student, want to start programming. Please suggest me a language that you would like to start. See, if you have not started with any language and if you want to particularly start with data structures and algorithm, I would suggest you to start with C++ or Java. That is the best thing. Okay. Let's take the doubt from Sankit. Okay, so approach a particular problem. I feel difficulty while approaching a particular problem. See, take your time first of all for a week. If you are on a problem, take 30 minutes and try to think about the problem. If you are not able to get any hint, see the editorial and not the whole editorial, just see the first part, like which data structure they have applied. So you can think about how they have approached using that data structure. If you are still not able to get any hint, see the second part, like which data structure they have applied. So you can think about how they have approached using that data structure. If you're still not able to do so, okay. So this is a way that you need to actually move ahead and take clear note of the solution and everything. All right. So using this manner, the thing that I would like to tell you is the point that you are able to make notes after having a problem solved. Next day you are again doing the similar manner, like making notes and doing so. So for like couple of weeks afterwards, you would be on a better track or better situation. You are revising these notes regularly, so it will take couple of weeks, but you will be in a better stage. So this is the thing that you need to see the solution also, but also you need to keep yourself in a time constraint that okay, I need to do these things. All right. So this is, I hope, is there a problem in my network connection? If it is, so you can just ping me. Want to get personally within me touch, so you can just go to LinkedIn and find my name, Yash Kumar, and like Yash minus minus Kumar. That is my user ID. All right. Any website to clear DSA doubts. So I don't have any idea, but you can use some of the Telegram groups to actually communicate with the study groups available there. So you can actually clear the doubts, or meanwhile you can also comment your doubts in many videos in coding ninjas, and people will actually help you out there. So that is the thing that I would like to tell you. Okay. Okay, so coming up to the week 7, we have graphs. So in week 7, the graph is pretty good topic, and you need to start it because it is very all right. So I was saying that the graphs are the problem that you need to actually see. These kind of problems are very much helpful to you. Graph statements are like Graph is my favorite topic. So you have multiple problems on traversal, on finding a link or a cycle in a graph. You're having questions on coloring of a graph. You're having question on topological sorting, disjoint set. So these are very different topics. Krushkal's or Prim's algorithm available in the graph itself. Okay. Moving to the last week, that is week number 8, you have miscellaneous topics like number theory, greatest common divisor, prime numbers, prime factors, how to find them out, optimal solution on that, and everything. Okay, bit manipulation, count once, set last to zero, or XOR operator, and tries making traversals, deletions, and insertion in try and everything. Okay, so these are the important miscellaneous topic that you can think of in data structures and algorithm. There are also some topics on segment tree, funvic trees, but mostly these topics are used in competitive programming. So just it's like practice most of these topics, revise them, note, make the notes of them properly, and you can move ahead and actually solve those questions. Okay, so these are the questions. Like people used to have main question is about the consistency. So the thing that you should always keep in your mind is you need to be always consistent. You need to at least give not give, it's like solve 4 to 5 questions daily, and then you are in a good state after a couple of months. These are the main scenarios that you should be having in your mind. So you have having this roadmap, you can take out and modify a bit here and there, or you like following some topics earlier than changing it, but these are the important topics that you need should to be covered in next 2 months, in coming next 2 months, 2.5 months, and these will eventually help you to cover them. All right, so I hope if you have any doubts regarding these kind of topics, and you can move ahead and tell me about them. And let's, if, meanwhile, I'll also tell you about the important points you should be having in your mind. So, see, the first of all, the most important point is make the notes even of time complexity and space complexity of each question of multiple methods that you're using to resolve the question, and then revise those notes on a weekly manner. Or, like, as I told you, I used to fix the day Monday, and I didn't start any of the new thing on a Monday, and then I am in a very good manner, like starting with it. So on the Monday, I am not starting any new thing. I'm just starting with my notes and revising them. Okay, and in the last 4 week or in the second month, do spend at least 2 hours in morning or evening or whenever on oops, os and dbms, and that will actually help you to cover out the core concepts or oops, os and dbms. So what will these things help you in online interview question rounds or online assessment? There are MC question based on OOPS, OS, and DBMS. And in interviews, people used to ask questions on OOPS like virtualization, and we have questions on various things. Okay, so in OS also we have questions on mutex, semaphores, and everything. In DBMS we have questions on acid properties, normalization, and everything. Always spend 90% of time on logic. That is the main thing. If there are three parts of a question, okay, so question first part is problem statement, understanding of the problem statement. We have what is the logic that we need to build up the question, and then the third part is the implementation of a particular logic. So I would totally recommend you, if you need to quickly solve a particular problem, you need to understand it pretty fast. Secondly, you need to actually understand and thought about a log think about a logic, that you are using this data structure, this algorithm, and then you are going to approach it. Try run your code pretty regularly, see for a particular example and see if there is any flaws available, or do you require a big data structure, like instead of int you could use long or something. Okay, so pen and paper and solving it logically, that will actually help you, and this is the best method also. Okay, then being consistent and having a routine, you need to be consistent even it is Sunday, even you have some functions in your house. Just reduce the time, but at least you and solve a couple of questions on that day, because being consistent is the number one key, that you are in touch with the concepts, you're revising it daily or regularly, it's not daily, weekly, and that will help you actually to go ahead and keep all the things that you have learned, and you have given so much time to learn those things, so you are having track of all those things. And the last topic that I've seen, people after 10 or 20 days, they feel very demotivated, so results are actually not seen in at least month also. So just keep focus, like these are the things that you need to solve. If things are not going in the good way, I've told you, like see the solution, write down the solution, no issue, but you are learning from that. Okay, and make sure that you are actually learning, you are again and again solving those questions in 2 3 days or in week, again and again, and you are having good grasp. Okay, this question, this is the identification, and these are the data structures that we need to implement and move ahead. So after at least 2 to 3 months, you are actually going to see the result, not in 10, 20 days. So don't get demotivated, just practice out in a good fashion. That is all things that I need to tell you. Okay. So I hope that these are the things that I need to actually tell you about. If there is another questions or any other doubt that you need to ask from me, this is the best time actually to actually cater your doubts, because there would be many questions, there could be many concepts that you need to ask about. Doubts can be on various things. And also I would like to tell you that about the placement scenario for the third year or fourth year, when there are multiple or ample of opportunities available, how to actually find out those opportunities, how to take referrals, also how to take uh, multiple opportunities and move ahead. So these are the things that you need to be taken care of. All right. Okay, so let's tell you about the referral part. So what happen is when you are having multiple referral, like multiple opportunities coming, you need to take referral. And in case of taking referral, what you could do is you can just take out like what is the job opportunity available to you, what are the requirements of that particular job opportunity. Do you need to tweak your resume according to that job opportunity, so that if you're applying or giving a resume for referral, the people will actually understand, and it will actually give you the referral for the particular same opportunity. What would happen is when you do so, you would actually in a better position after getting a referral. You would having a higher chance of getting the online testing. And when you have the online testing, when you have prepared so much projects and so much DSA, so much like good stuff, you are totally prepared, you can actually grab that opportunity also. Okay, so these are the things that you should be keeping track of mind. And whenever you are in third year or fourth year, you need to aggressively apply in various opportunities. See, definitely make your standards like these are the standards. I need a good company. Its work life balance should be like this, the place should have these things, package should have these things. But in the end, you should apply in every opportunity. Don't feel like that I have not prepared or not having a good resume or something. Just apply in all of those opportunities, and that would really help you. Okay, there is one doubt by Omkar. So you are asking for a good project for final year. See, for final year, many universities are having capstone projects. So people used to make projects on the blockchain. People used to make projects on data science. Machine learning is pretty much famous. Like 80% people make it on there. So I would recommend to choose some project that is very new in market. Like try to make some projects on metaverse, NFT tokens, make some application in transformation of NFTs and blockchain technology if you could use it. So it is pretty good project and people are not aware of them. So whenever you are having a good discussion with a particular person or an interviewer, so he or she will be very much like curious to know about your project. You are having a good discussion, and it would be a very rememberable interview for both of you. So afterwards, you can just like have a grasp. Like if person is going with a sentimental analysis, interviewer have seen this particular topic for so many years. But if you're going with a new topic or technology in the market, so it would really like uh, what we say increase the curiosity of the particular person, and then it would really help you to like shine out of the crowd. Okay, so these are the things that you should be having keeping a track of in the opportunities of mind. All right. Next, I would like to also tell you about there are various opportunities outside India also. So, things that I have taken care in like past couple of months. What I did, I used to note down like these are the good companies, these are the career portals of these companies, and on each Sunday, I used to spend some time and find out the particular opportunities on these portals. So, what I do, I just spend a couple of hours on the particular portals and find out a suitable job opportunity for myself. And after doing so, I applied aggressively on all those opportunities. So it was like if you apply in 10 opportunities, you might get chance in one opportunity of online test. If you apply in 100 opportunities, you might get chances 5 or 8, and increasingly. So it is definitely the more opportunities you apply in, the more opportunity will actually give you a call back on the basis of their online tests or interviews or anything. And definitely competition is pretty high. People are doing so many stuff around. So to get an opportunity outside or off campus, in on campus they directly like give you an online assessment round or something, so that's good. But in off campus, The things are like that you need to actually prepare on the basis of like your resume should be very good, it should be outstanding so that it can shine out of the crowd. There's so many competition available in the market and everything. Okay, so you need to actually keep track of those things and move ahead. I hope this is all about the uh, roadmap that I can tell you. We can just quickly go through it once again, and then I will see if there is any available doubt, and we'll end the session there. Okay. Prerequisites are definitely you're going to choose a language, you're going to take the basic of syntax, loops, or arrays. Then you're going to see a schedule, week one. You're going to practice your basics, prerequisites, including recursion and backtracking and everything. And then in week two, you're going to see sorting and searching, bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort, quick sort, binary sort. There's so many things you need to actually understand. So make notes on the concept, weekly revise them and everything. In binary search there are so many amazing problems. Okay, so these are one set of a problem. It's not like you have studied binary search, you need to do only this. These are the problems that you must be doing. Okay, these are the problems people miss out, but apart from that there are also so many amazing problems that you need to do. You need to do linked list, you need to do stacks and queues and so many things afterwards. You also need to do trees. There are so many questions on trees like top view, down view, and traversal of trees. Okay, week 5 is on priority queues, Heapify, how to insert in a heap, how to make a new heap, actually delete from a heap, how to use deletion as heap sort in Heapify and everything. Sliding window is an amazing topic. Then you're going to see the dynamic programming, various parent questions on dynamic programming and how they are eventually going to help you out when you are going to find a similar question. So what happens is whenever you feel like to solve a parent question, you're actually going to understand a particular identification and knowledge, and then moving ahead you are going to see that okay, this could be applied in similar concepts or it could be applied in new question also. Okay, important fundamentals should be very strong of the like DP. So in dynamic programming, fundamentals identification of question can be only strong if you are regularly solving a parent question and similar question to that. You are able to link how a parent question can be used or similar concept can be used in a new question. Then you're going to see the concept of graph, traversal, coloring, topological sorting, disjoint set, and everything. Then you're going to have miscellaneous topic like number theory, bit manipulation, tries, and everything. And you're practicing the above concept after this for a good period of time. Okay. One thing that I would like to tell you about is do regularly give the contest also. So what happen is after studying these all of the questions, the point that you should be having in your mind always is that this will help you to actually make you good in your coding part. But if you're going to solve the contest, that will help you to make you focus in time constrained manner. It will actually help you to code faster. So what happens if you are learning things, you're able to understand and grasp the knowledge. But if you want to make yourself fast in coding, you need to actually solve the contest on regular basis. So weekly contests are the best way to do so. So there are so many available platforms on which you can do so. So let's take the doubts and the last, and we will end the session. So you want to ask that how want to start the coding and you are a beginner. So as you are a beginner, you can actually start the coding using various platforms. Like even first of all, choose a language: C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. I would prefer to say like choose Java or C++, and then move ahead and start with their basic syntax, loops, prerequisite that I have given in the roadmap. Then you can start with the data structures and algorithm, every part of it. Okay, so you can actually expand the roadmap according to you if you have ample of time. And in that part you need to solve more question, you need to make more notes and understand the more in depth of the particular topic. Okay. Okay, so Satvik is having one doubt. Should I try and do an internship this summer or improve my DSA skills and focus on placement that's coming in next semester? We're not doing internship in a good problem. So see, first of all, I didn't do any internship in my summer and people were doing it. So it's good. So if you are able to get a good opportunity in good company that you are satisfied, like if you're going to work for a couple of months there and you are going to get a pre-placement offer in that company, that's good. But right now, I would not suggest you if you're not able to find such opportunities. So don't go in there, improve your DSA skills and apply in the August, because that is the main final battle that you need to actually crack over. So the things that you need to actually do in that particular scenario is that you need to actually study for the August manner. And for the August, the placement companies will come, and you need to actually improve yourself and be out of the crowd. That the thing that I would like to tell you. Okay, let's take the last out. So, how many months coding ninjas complete data science would take? See, coding ninjas complete data science. I don't know, but I feel like a couple of months could be enough to. So, a couple of months would be enough to actually understand it. So, like data science is something that you actually are able to find in the Kaggle competitions. You are actually able to learn in-depth knowledge of machine learning, and it is very vast topic. So, I'm not sure like finding the course after the course you will actually get into a good mind frame that okay, what is the topic in depth you need to actually find out and solve it. So it would be like couple of months only, but I'm not sure about it. I can tell you about data structures only, not science. Okay. So I hope this is all about the session. And as there are no many doubts, and I have given you the link of the roadmap again, so I can again post it if you are not able to find it. So this is posted here, this is pinned also, and this is in the description also. If you have any doubt, you can just post it in the comment section below. If you like this video, like this session, you can like, share, and help your friends also about this session, and they can also find this roadmap to help their in their summer vacations. Do subscribe to the Coding Ninjas YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified for amazing new videos like journal videos, technical videos, short videos. So these videos are very addictive actually in Coding Ninjas YouTube channel, but these are very helpful for your upcoming placement scenario also. Okay, so that's all about this video. Bye bye. Have a nice day.